Brought to you by Matthews Ford, Tulsa Bone and Joint, First National Bank of Broken Arrow, St. John Broken Arrow, TTCU Federal Credit Union, and the Arrow Group.
Welcome to Tiger Field at Broken Arrow Memorial Stadium. It is Class 6A1 quarterfinal action as the number 1 Broken Arrow Tigers host the Moore Lions. Charlie Hanema and Steve Spavital, honored to have the call with you tonight on 97.1 FM, the Sports Animal. The Tigers and the Lions captains are on the field for the coin toss right now. Broken Arrow mixing up the uniforms a little bit tonight. Black jerseys, gold trim on the numbers, but white pants. Moore going with the white road jerseys, blue pants, and the blue Moore helmet. Tigers, of course, with the black BA on the helmet. Coin toss is in the books, and Randy Jeffers is our referee. Check that, Moore. The colors threw me off. Moore will receive to start the game. It's a chilly night here at Tiger Field. 36 degrees our temperature. Wind chill could be colder than 20 by the time we're done here. We'll keep an eye on that one. Spav, as we wait for the opening kick, tell us about your Matthews Ford keys of the game.
Well, I tell you, number one is they got the quarterback back, and he's an outstanding player, and we have to really find a way to make him uncomfortable. And that's, he's going to run the football, he can throw the football, so we've got to keep him controlled, and I think that's that should shut down their offense, I believe. We're going to control the line of scrimmage. That's another key. We're going to control the line of scrimmage just like we always have been. You think about it with the offensive line and defensive line, our opponents have lost yardage 32% of the time. So that just shows you how dominating our defensive line is. And then obviously, statistically, offensively, we've doubled our opponents as far as rushing the ball and even passing the ball. So that's just controlling with the offensive line. And lastly, is like we talked about earlier, is we've got to really be patient with formation adjustments, because there's going to be some tricks up everyone's sleeve, and you have to really be patient and be ready for those when you get into this situation. So hopefully that's what we can do right there. Just increase, continue with our turnover margin, which has been at a plus 14, I believe, and that's just unbelievable.
You mentioned the Moore quarterback. That's Daniel Highshaw Jr. He wears number 2. 6 foot, 199-pound junior, 1,814 passing yards on the season, 16 touchdowns to go with 5 interceptions. He completes 56% of his passes. He also will run the ball a bunch, 761 rushing yards on the season on 137 carries, 13 touchdowns on the ground. So 29 total touchdowns for Daniel Highshaw Jr. His top receivers, Drew Johnston, he wears number 20, 557 yards on the season and 5 scores. And Dylan Buckheit, the backup quarterback, 1,033 receiving yards, 9 touchdowns on 54 catches. Brad Hill is the head coach of the Moore Lions in his second season. He's led Moore to the playoffs each of his 2 years. David Alexander, of course, the head man for the Broken Arrow Tigers. His 5th season, Coach A is now 41-16. Tigers getting ready to kick this one away. It will be Skylar Seagraves to kick this one off to get things started. Wind blowing from north to south, about a 10 to 15 mile per hour north wind. It's a chilly wind. That could affect the passing game tonight and the kicking game a little bit. Normally when we see Skylar Seagraves to kick off, it's kind of the directional angled kick. So we're ready to go here. Late arriving crowd at Tiger Field, but here's Seagraves with the left-footed kick, and it is a driving kick. They did kick it away. It's fielded at the 3-yard line by the Moore Lions, and not much of a return there. It's J.R. Mukes. He goes all the way to the 17, but nice coverage there for the Broken Arrow Tigers.
No, it's excellent. I mean, especially when you have a line drive kick like that. The kick was not very high like he normally kicks it, and therefore you typically have a large return yardage, but we covered it so well. And to get the ball on the 17-yard line, that's amazing.
1st and 10 more from its own 17-yard line. The Lions are averaging 26.9 points per game, but they are -3 in the turnover ratio. Jace Gardner is the tailback behind Highshaw as there's a delay getting the football in. Moore seemed to be a little late getting onto the field for pregame warmups, so maybe we're a little discombobulated as now umpire Stuart Gallagher's figuring out where he wants to put this thing. He puts it kind of right in the middle of the hash marks there. Left middle, we'll say, and now we're ready for first down. 1st and 10 more from the Lions' 17-yard line. Highshaw out of the gun, 2 receivers to his right. Takes the snap, tries to ride his running back, but Highshaw keeps it himself, and he's going to be bottled up. Not much there. Good contain by the Tiger defense. 1 if that.
Well, I tell you what they're doing. They're going with 2 tight ends in a one-back situation, and they're going to utilize the quarterback in the run game. They're running the stretch and the quarterback read underneath with the backside guard pull. So that's pretty unique. That's very tough to defend. But the problem is when you have 2 tight ends, that puts everybody that we have in the box.
Campbell Yeager made that tackle for Broken Arrow. Now 58.5 tackles on the year. He's second on the team. He jumped past Zach Marcaselli when Marcaselli's been banged up just a little bit. 2nd and 9 coming here. Now the ball at the 18. High snap. Highshaw's going to throw it. It's low. Incomplete. Nice coverage by Miles Schlusher. They were looking for Buckheit, but a low pass falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, just play action with the same play. They're the same formation, same play, trying to run an inside slant route, and great coverage by Schlusher.
3rd and 9 coming from the Moore 18-yard line. Tiger defense trying to force its 39th 3-and-out in 114 drives. 33% of the time, opposing offenses go 3-and-out. 3rd and 9 here. Extra receiver this time. 3 wide for the Lions. Highshaw takes the shotgun snap, rolling right. Now comes back to his left. He's being chased, scrambling to his left. Now firing deep downfield, looking for his man Johnston, and it's incomplete. Nice coverage by the Tigers and a 3-and-out to start the game.
Well, especially changing the direction, field direction. Quarterback rolls out to the wide side of the field away from us, and then he ends up coming back this way. Sometimes that's hard because you get receivers that find a way to get open.
Drew Johnston, the intended receiver on that last pass, is back to punt. He's standing at his 4-yard line. You wonder if the Tigers bring the heat here, knowing that the punter might be a little out of breath after just running a deep pass route here. Here's the high snap.
Yeah,
Tigers do bring the heat, but Johnston gets it away. It's a knuckling kick. They will be fair caught by Isaiah Keller at the 43-yard line. So the Tigers will take over in plus territory here with 10:47 to go in the first.
And you can't ask for anything better to have a 3-and-out and then them punting against the wind and getting the ball here on the 43-yard line. That's great. And that seems to be the story of our year so far, is getting the ball in positive territory.
1st and 10, Broken Arrow from the Lion 43-yard line. Tate Robards is the quarterback with Noah Cortez, the career leading rusher, offset to his right and a yard behind him. 3 receivers to the left. Robards takes the shotgun snap. Quick swing pass out to Keller. That's caught. Nice blocking. Keller trying to cut back now to the far hash. Give him about 5, maybe 6. Looks like they've got him down at the 37-yard line.
What's interesting about that play is the reason he threw that is that the defender on number 3 receiver was 12 yards deep, so they throw that. They actually defended it pretty well, but you're going to get positive yards every time.
2nd and 4 coming now from the 40, it's the 37-yard line. Robards under center, toss play left to Cortez. Cortez gets a block, fighting back to the line of scrimmage, gets just a couple. Looks like he got to the 35. 2 yards for Cortez there. That was Highshaw, the quarterback, that made the tackle for Moore, and it'll be 3rd and 2 from the 35.
Yeah, it looks like Cherry's coming in, so just what we need. We need to get that quarterback. That's what some things we need to look at, is we need to get Cherry, the quarterback runs, Client on the drags, Newell on the boots.
Play clock down to 10, 3rd and 2 from the 35-yard line. Cherry drops his right hand, now takes the shotgun snap. Quarterback power, reading his blocks. He's got the first down. Quintevin Cherry powers ahead to the 32-yard line. It's a First National Bank first down and a gain of 3.
I love that play. I mean, they're just basically running a quarterback counter, and I just love what they're doing with it.
71st carry of the year for Cherry, now 625 yards on the season. He also has 267 passing yards.
You know, we've been in a different formation every snap, so this is really difficult for your opponents to defend.
They'll keep Cherry in as the quarterback on 1st and 10 from the 32. 9:10 to go, first quarter. No score. Broken Arrow and more. Tigers with their first drive of the game. Single receiver left, two right. Cherry out of the gun, takes the shotgun snap, turns, fires. That's Client. Client has it, fighting to get outside of the numbers. Ball comes free. Client fumbles, and it's recovered by the Lions. Recovered by Moore. Looked like Marcus Morris made the recovery, the middle linebacker. So a turnover for Broken Arrow early. And the Moore Lions, man, look at them celebrate like they just won the Super Bowl over there.
Well, I tell you what, Client is so good at getting extra yardage when he catches the football. And that's just what he was doing. And the guy just made a good hit and forced him to fumble the ball. But you can't hold anything against a young man that's really fighting for more yardage.
Just the 8th turnover of the season for the Broken Arrow Tigers. So Moore back with the ball. 1st and 10 at the Lion 30. 8:55 to go, first quarter. Still no score in the Class 6A1 quarterfinals. Daniel Highshaw leads this Moore offense. Shotgun snap, takes it, handoff to Jace Gardner. Gardner outside the numbers across the 35. Pick up about 6 on first down before he gets brought down by Tricky Stokes.
Yeah, they're kind of working what we do. They're running a counter and ran it very effectively.
As we mentioned in the pregame show, the Moore offense struggled against Mustang last week, just 12 points in a 34-12 loss, but Daniel Highshaw, the quarterback, did not play. He makes things go. 29 total touchdowns, 1,800 passing yards, 760 and change on the ground. 2nd and 4 now from the 36-yard line. 2 receivers left, one right on the far side. Highshaw takes the snap, hands off to Gardner up the middle. This one bottled up by the Tigers, and maybe a half yard at best there.
Yeah, same play. They're running the same play there. You know, but we're doing such a great job of keeping somebody on the quarterback. So we're going to contain number 2. It's like I'm saying, we got to keep him contained, keep him uncomfortable. We got to hit him when we have a chance.
Zach Marcuselli made that tackle for Broken Arrow. Brings up 3rd and 4 from the Lion 36. 7:40 to go, first quarter. No score here in the quarterfinals.
They're kind of spreading the formation out a little bit more this last series here.
From the numbers to the boundary, Highshaw takes the shotgun snap, rolls right, pumps, fires. Awkward pass, almost intercepted. It was knocked away by Machota. Nice coverage by Bryce Machota. Tolbert was in there too. And it looks like another 3 and out for the Moore Lions.
Well, I'm telling you, we're going to get one of those here in a minute because what they're running the same plays, and in the play action's the same play action. And I'm telling you, we almost picked that one because we knew what they were going to do. They're going to have to change things up here.
That Broken Arrow defense is so strong. The quarterbacks really need to have their feet set to throw against this Tiger defense. We've seen this all season. Drew Johnston's punt is a low driving punt. Fair catch called for it. It's bobbled. Keller bobbled it, but he recovered it at about the 42-yard line. That one got interesting.
Well, the thing is they can't do the same thing over and over again. They're running the counter, and then they're faking the counter and running the play action and running a slant to the field. And that's what they've been doing.
7:16 to go, first quarter. Broken Arrow now back with the ball for drive number 2. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 43. No score here at Tiger Field. Tate Robards is the quarterback. He goes under center. Dax Wilson, the tight end, moves from right to left. He's set, and we're ready to go. Robards takes the snap, hands off to Cortez. Cortez, big seam up the middle. Close to a first down already. Cortez fighting across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They're going to move the chains. First National Bank first down.
Oh, I tell you, that was great. Here's the whole thing is they shift the tight end over, they don't adjust, and we're running a 2-back formation, and we're just running a split zone, and he found the gap and ran it hard. Just
11
perfect.
yards on that carry for Noah Cortez. It's now 1st and 10 Broken Arrow at the Moore 46. Lions with an interesting defense here. That's at least 4 on the front. Robards takes the snap, gives it to Cortez, and Cortez bounces it to the right side. He's got room across the 40. And he's finally corralled out of bounds at about the 38-yard line, it looks like. So another nice run by Noah Cortez.
Yeah, he's done a great job.
Cortez with 8 yards there on first down. It's second and I guess they'll say 3. Check that. That's 2. Second and 2. Get our bearings here. 6:43 to go. Clock stopped with Cortez out of bounds. No score here in the 6A1 quarterfinals. Tigers, though, on the move. Keller in motion. Robards takes the snap. Plenty of time. Sets up, firing deep, looking for Matt Kaiser. And it's overthrown. Kaiser was behind the defense, but Robards and Kaiser couldn't connect on that one.
He just got a little tied up there because that was pretty interesting. You know, we run the wide receiver away from us. He starts coming into the line of scrimmage, but typically you think he's going to run the post, but he runs the drag, and then you get the backside post. And I tell you, he just missed. I think he got tied up at the line of scrimmage.
Take a look at the American flag in the northeast corner of the end zone, and that baby is moving. So wind is a factor tonight. Tigers currently driving with the wind. Robards on third down takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez is still loose. Spin to win. Ball might have came free, but they're going to say Cortez was down. First National Bank first down at the 30-yard line. Another gain of 8 for Noah Cortez.
Well, he was hit after a gain of 3, and he carries him for another 5. The kid's unbelievable. I like what Coach Wilkinson's doing right now. He's in the 2-back formations, and we're getting after him. We just ran the power play there, and that's our bread and butter.
6:20 to go, first quarter. Broken Arrow at the Moore 30. First and 10. Robards out of the gun. Noah Cortez, the setback to the left. Single receiver, left and right. Robards takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez still on his feet, bouncing up the middle across the 25. Nice run right up the gut. Give him another 7 yards or so up to the 23.
He saw that one. They jumped into a 1-back formation in the gun, and he just cut that zone back. Did a great job with it. A lot of backs can't see that cutback as well as he does. And that's the reason he's broken a lot of records, too.
Tate Robards now back to the huddle after getting the play from the Broken Arrow sideline. It's 2nd and 3 from the Moore 23-yard line. 5:35 to go, opening quarter. Second drive of the game for the Broken Arrow offense. Robards, high shotgun snap. He takes it, gives to Cortez. Cortez bottled up after about a half yard. Nice tackle by Cole Karn, the stand-up defensive end.
Well, they forced him to cut back on that play. They had a lot of penetration on play side, which caused it to cut back. Caused it to cut back, and they did a good job on that, actually.
3rd and 2 coming up for the Tigers. Kewan Tolbert is in at tailback, replacing Cortez. Robards under center. Jumbo formation here with Kaiser Newell right up off the line. And now a whistle before the snap, and Moore needed a timeout.
Yeah, they needed it because I guess they couldn't figure out what we were going to do because we jump in 2 backs and we just ran the power play. Our bread and butter. You better be able to stop that power if you're going to beat us.
So Moore takes the timeout with 4:55 to go in the first. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 22-yard line.
You know, I'll tell you one thing, we can rush that football. Obviously we've known that because we have rushed, 68% of our total offense, 68% of it is rushing the ball. We are so good at it. And I tell you, we average 7.4 yards a rush. And that's incredible. That's incredible what we do. And then when you talk about in the red zone, you talk about our 3rd down conversions, you talk about our 1st down efficiencies. It's unbelievable.
This will be the 7th play of the Broken Arrow drive coming up. It started at the Tiger 43-yard line. 4:55 to go, first quarter. No score here in the 6A1 quarterfinals. Broken Arrow and Moore. Tigers with the ball, 3rd and 2 at the Moore 23. Jumbo formation now, 2 backs. Robards takes the snap, gives to Cortez, or check that, Tolbert. Tolbert, plenty of room on the first down here inside the 20 to the 19.
Great job. Great job running the power play. Really doing a great job blocking. I'm telling you, you can't say enough about Andrew Rame, Burkhartsmeyer. You can't say enough about our offensive line. They're unbelievable.
Their First National Bank first down moves the ball down to the 19-yard line. The average weight of the Tiger offensive line, 271 pounds, but even more impressive, the average GPA of the 5 starters, 4.11. First and 10 for the 19. Robards takes the snap, gives it to Cortez. Whole bunch of room on the left side. Cortez inside the 10 before he spun down at the 7. It'll be a first and goal after another First National Bank first down.
Now, see, that was a great call because we have the fullback offset, and we've been running power with him. And then now all of a sudden we run counter. We go the other way with it. Great play calling. I'm just waiting for it. You know, I was anticipating the bootleg and having Newell in the flat. So that could be something we do right now because we're going to fake the power and run Newell in the flat on the bootleg.
Got a stoppage in the action here as they're looking at some of the, looks like the film equipment maybe in the end line there right next to the uprights. It'll be first and goal, Tigers at the 7-yard line. 4:14 to go, opening quarter. Second drive of the game for Broken Arrow. That's taken up 2 minutes, 21 seconds so far this season, or so far this game. Kaiser Newell, the H-back on the right side. Dax Wilson, the tight end, moves from left to right. Single receivers left and right. Kaiser to the left, Keller to the right. It's a give to Cortez up the middle. Bounces off the first man, spins. Still on his feet. Highshaw, what a tackle, though, trying to grab him down. Cortez will be stopped at the 5, but Daniel Highshaw, the quarterback/safety for the Lions, with a nice stop there to save a touchdown.
What a great run, though. I mean, run the split zone. And I tell you what, Cortez is he's just so determined tonight. He's just hard to bring down. And they're doing a good job. They're loading the box. They're putting more people in there. And we have to do an outstanding job with them. They got a few really good players there on the line.
Second and goal from the 5. Robards under center, takes a snap, gives to Cortez. He cuts to the left, bounces off a man, stretches it. He's in. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. Noah Cortez put the moves on for a 5-yard touchdown, and the Tigers strike first.
You know, it's just hard to defend that when you're able to cut back and do what he can do. It's just hard to defend it. He's not a normal running back.
It's a 5-yard touchdown run, the 28th of the season for Noah Cortez, the 47th of his Tiger career. Skylar Seagraves is on for the extra point. Matt Kaiser will hold it as the Tigers try to take a 7-0 lead. Snap is good, hold is down. Seagraves with the left-footed extra point, up and through with 3:19 to go in the first. Broken Arrow 7, Moore nothing. This is Broken Arrow football. How's that, Kenny? Is that mic's a little better? Okay.
Do what I couldn't hear. I can't even hear him.
Spab, talk for me a little bit. Are you good now?
I couldn't hear. I can't hear Kenneth.
How's Spab now? Is he better?
Well, I got a text here from Steve Dunn that says, bring your microphone closer to your mouth.
I'm going to text Dunn.
I don't think I can get it closer.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, it's almost in my mouth. Yeah, I don't know because the mic in my mouth almost. I think it's Charlie. He just doesn't want people to hear me. Yeah.
Welcome. Field, the kickoff returned by Moore's Jacob McLaughlin. To the 34, we'll say, where the Lions will start first and 10, trailing 7-0. It was a 10-play, 57-yard touchdown drive that took up 3 minutes and 57 seconds, capped off by a 5-yard Noah Cortez touchdown run, his 28th of the season. That's how we got to 7-0 Broken Arrow.
Very nice drive, very nice play calling, very unpredictable.
Marcus Morris, the tailback for the Lions, to start this drive. Highshaw takes the shotgun snap, gives to Morris, but hold on, flag before the snap. False start on Moore. Here comes the call from Randy Jeffers.
Prior to the snap, false start against the offense. 5-yard penalty. We're still at first down.
they're in a different formation. It's like they're every series they come out in a different offense.
So 1st and 15 after the penalty. Moves it back to the 29-yard line. Highshaw out of the gun, takes the snap, rides Morris, gives it to him, but Morris is bottled up by about 4 Tigers. Campbell Yeager was in there first. D'Amico Rowland in there too. We'll call that no gain, and 2nd and long coming.
So it was the same play they were running when they had illegal procedure.
This portion of Tiger football brought to you by St. John Broken Arrow and Tulsa Bone and Joint, the official healthcare providers of the Broken Arrow Tigers. 2nd and 15 coming now from the 29-yard line. Broken Arrow leading 7-0. High snap. Highshaw is going to keep it himself, stretching left outside the numbers. He's tackled by, I think that was Marcus Selly.
Yeah.
Marcus Selly brought him down, give him 2 or so, but it's going to be 3rd and long coming here for the Lions.
Yeah. And there again, it's the same offense what they're doing. I mean, once they get into a different formation, they run the same stuff out of it. So instead of running 2 tight ends on line of scrimmage, they're having the 2 tight ends off, which is really a good formation, but you can't be running the same stuff over and over again.
2 minutes to go, first quarter. Broken Arrow 7, Moore nothing in the Class 6A1 quarterfinals. Daniel Highshaw takes the snap on 3rd and long pass. He's got a man down the middle. That's caught by the tight end, Alex Baxter. Moore's going to convert the first down, and a nice catch by Alex Baxter right down the seam.
It was really kind of a good play, too, because we were blitzing on that play, and we came through clean, but the quarterback had the ball out really quick, and so it was really a quick type of a pass play.
16 yards on the catch by Alex Baxter. Moore's up to its own 48-yard line. 1:32 to go, first quarter. Broken Arrow 7, Moore nothing. Highshaw takes the snap, gives it to his tailback Marcus Morris, and Morris is going to be brought down by Machota and Campbell Yeager.
And they're again just running the same plays that they're running on the perimeter there.
2 yards on that play. 2nd and 8 coming from the 50.
It's a neat formation what they're doing, but they're not being real creative out of it. I think you need to motion one of the tight ends over like we do, how we shift and trade. And
Highshaw takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Chased by Marcus Selly. Highshaw, though, cuts it up. Nice move on the right side. Picks up a few. They're going to give him, looks like almost close to 5 or 6 on this one. That was Jalen Moss with the tackle for the Tigers. And
it was a great tackle, though, by Marcus Selly, because that kid's an athlete now. He's getting the ball out on the perimeter, and you got to make an open field tackle on him, and that's very difficult to do.
Coach Alexander and Coach Hill talked about contain 2 and cover 10, referring to Highshaw, the quarterback, and Dylan Buckheit, number 10, the receiver. We haven't seen him yet tonight. We'll keep watching that as we're down to 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. High snap, Highshaw fields it, hands off to Marcus Morris. Morris goes straight ahead and picks up a couple before he's tackled by Joseph Day, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Moore will have it 4th and about 1 when we start the second quarter. After 12 minutes, Broken Arrow 7, Moore nothing. This is Broken Arrow football. Welcome back to Tiger Field. Second quarter just getting underway. Moore with the ball, 4th and 1. Lions are going for it. Ball right in the middle of the field. Daniel Highshaw out of the gun, about 5 yards back, takes the shotgun snap, gives it to his tailback, Marcus Morris, and I don't think he got it.
There's no way.
Zach Marcaselli just blew it up, and the Tiger defense gets a turnover on downs.
Man, that just was not a good play call, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
Moore lost 2 on the play, needed 1, went backwards, tried to run right up the middle, and man, you have to have some dudes to run right up the middle on Broken Arrow.
Well, especially in short yardage. I mean, we've got a lot of dudes in there that are what they're playing is for the inside run. You need to get the ball in the hands of that quarterback and let him do his thing.
Broken Arrow back with the ball, 1st and 10 from its own 43, 11:52 to go, second quarter, 7-0 Tigers. Quintevin Cherry, the quarterback, 3 receivers to his right. Cherry takes the snap, quarterback power, up the middle he goes, great blocking. Cherry, though, will be caught from behind by Marcus Morris, the middle linebacker, but not before he picked up about 5.
You know, that middle linebacker is not too bad, but it's just so hard to defend Cherry on that quarterback power, that insert power with him. Unbelievable, because, you know, they're a man short to begin with when you insert it like that, and having him run the ball even makes it more difficult.
And what we'll have to keep an eye on throughout the game, that's Morris who made the tackle. He was the tailback on the last series. Highshaw plays safety, the quarterback, and Dylan Buckheit, the receiver, plays safety as well. So fatigue could be a factor as this game continues. Here we go, 2nd and 5. Cherry with all the time in the world to pass. Now he's pressured, and he's going to be sacked. Sacked by Cole Karn. He didn't see the pressure coming from the other side, and Cherry will lose about 4.
Well, what they did, they confused him because they put everybody in the line of scrimmage, and then they walked everybody out at the last second. They did a good job covering. There was a zone coverage. They did a good job covering it and forced him to hang on to the football.
It'll be 3rd and 9 at the Broken Arrow 45. 10:38 to go, second quarter. Broken Arrow 7, Moore nothing. Tate Robards, the quarterback now. Noah Cortez, single setback to his left. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Robards out of the gun with time, sets up back to pass, firing, looking deep for Kaiser, and it's overthrown incomplete. Looked like they got crossed up on the route.
Yeah, something, I didn't see it, but something's up because it doesn't seem like they're getting up clean. They're getting off clean. I'm not sure if they're delaying it or maybe they tried the double move. I'm not sure on that.
Skylar Seagraves will come on in punt formation as the Tigers go 3 and out for just the 10th time this season and the first time in 40 drives.
That's an incredible stat right there.
Seagraves' punt is away, fair catch called for and bobbled. That ball dropped. Did it hit Johnston? I thought it hit him.
I did too.
Official
but
signal.
they get it back? Did they get it back?
Tigers are trying to say they had the ball, but Moore's going to keep it. At the 36, Coach Alexander is wanting an explanation. It sure looked like it bounced off Johnston, the punt returner's hand.
It did. I thought it did.
First down, Moore, the signal from referee Randy Jeffers. So Moore gets the ball with 10-12 to go, second quarter, trailing 7-0.
Let's see what new offense they've come up with now.
Hinshaw,
they're going to run pretty close to the same.
Quarterback, 3-back look here. They roll it to the left side and give it to the tailback, Tony Fogel. Fogel dives forward on the left side for about 5 or so.
See, that's something what I thought they would do on their 4th down play down here is get something a little bit on the perimeter because they're having a little bit of success of getting 1-2 yards, maybe a few more. In this case, like 6 yards, but, typically in the middle they're getting nothing.
2nd and 4 from the 38-yard line. Hinshaw takes the snap, give the left side or right side. It's Fogel. Fogel gets just hit hard by Miles Slusher. Close to the first down yardage. I think they got it, but boy, Slusher brought the hit on that one.
What a great tackle. Just a great tackle. He's like, what happened? It's one of those where you're bending around the corner and you don't even see the contact coming.
First down, Moore. 1st and 10 at the Lion 42-yard line. 9:18 to go, first half. Broken Arrow 7, Moore, nothing. Defensive battle so far here tonight. Daniel Highshaw, the Moore quarterback, out of the gun with a tailback on either side. He takes the snap, fakes it to Fogel left. Now option pitch, fumble, ball's on the turf, and I believe it's recovered by the Tigers. It's Tricky Stokes, another turnover, and the Tigers have the ball.
Did they get it or go it out of bounds? I don't see a signal.
Now we're thinking about it. The headline's been conferring with referee Randy Jeffers. I thought Stokes recovered it.
I did too, but we just couldn't quite tell.
Let's see what the call is from Randy Jeffers.
We got
First
it.
down, Broken Arrow.
There you go. Man, I never saw a signal. That's what was confusing me.
They talked about it for a while, but the call, first down, Broken Arrow. Tigers now back with it, 1st and 10 at the Moore 40.
Good field position again. This is definitely what we've won all season. When we talk about our statistics, this is by far the best one.
Pre-snap trade. Tigers now go I formation with Kaiser Newell, the fullback, Cortez, the tailback. Give is to Cortez up the middle. Hit immediately. That's Marcus Morris in there. Cole Karn helped finish him off, and loss of 1 by Cortez. You don't see that very often, do you?
No, that's the power play. And we don't see that at all, getting lost yardage. But, they're taking chances now. They're loading the box. They're taking chances. But we're going to have to find a way to run the football by not letting them load the box. Formations, whatever is necessary.
2nd and 11. Robards rolling to the right under pressure. Just throws it away. He was looking for Newell. There's a flag on the play. The pass was just a kind of a escape route for Newell, and it was batted down, but there is a flag close to the line of scrimmage on the near side.
Well, running the bootleg, trying to get Newell in the flat. A great play, but they defended it so well by putting pressure on Newell and having him throw it quick.
This looks like it's going to be on the Tigers based on the officials talking to the Moore coach. Wait for the call here from Randy Jeffers.
See, the thing with the bootleg, we've been running the bootleg all year, and very few teams have been able to defend it well.
Mr. Jeffers did turn
What'd
his
he
microphone
say?
on there, but they did have a hold on Broken Arrow. So it's now 2nd and a whole bunch. They move it back to the Broken Arrow 49. Tate Robards out of the gun on 2nd and 21. Robards with time to throw, firing downfield, and it's caught, hauled in by Trayvon Client, and the grinder picks up a first down deep in Moore territory all the way to the 21-yard line.
What a great route. We ran a four receiver route. So into the boundary we ran a hitch and a flag route over top, and then in the field he faked the flag number 2 and ran a post wide open.
Give him 31 yards to the 20. First National Bank first down. Tigers on the move. Tate Robards takes the snap, gives the Cortez stutter step. Big hole up the middle. He fights for about 7 or 8 right up the gut. Tigers now knocking on the door with 7:50 to go in the second quarter.
Now, I love this play, what we did there, especially with, with the Cortez, because you run the same side power with a one-back. I love that type concept.
7-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 13. 7:30 to go. Second quarter. Broken Arrow leading Moore 7-0. Tate Robards waits for the shotgun snap, takes it, gives the Cortez left side with blockers in front of him. Cortez now cuts back up the middle, inside the 10, down to the 6 before he's brought down by Dylan Buckheit. But a nice run by Cortez and great lead blocking as it's 1st and goal Tigers.
Yeah, they took the wide receiver in the boundary and they motioned him in, and then he cracked. He cracked and allowed both our linemen out there on the perimeter with the small bodies.
12 carries for 69 yards for Noah Cortez so far in this first half. First National Bank first down at the 6-yard line as Quintevin Cherry comes in with the big fellas as we have the Cherry Bomb formation here. 2 receivers to the right side. It's Kaiser and Matthews. Cherry, though, takes the snap, quarterback power, and he lowers his head and gets close to the goal line, but they're going to say he's short. Just barely short at about the half-yard line. Quintevin Cherry took that quarterback run, lowered his head, and dove for the goal line, but it's the Moore quarterback, Daniel Highshaw, that brought down Cherry.
God, that's just so hard to get that guy. I mean, that's just a great scheme that we have, offensive scheme. I don't know if you want to call it the Wildcat or what, because the only difference is he's a true quarterback.
Tate Robards back in at quarterback now, 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Robards gives it up the middle to Kaiser Newell, and Newell stretches for that goal line, waiting for the signal. They're going to say he was short again. Boy. There's a Moore Lion a little slow to get to his feet.
Yeah, we're wearing them down right now. They're having a hard time.
That was the nose guard, Rocco Mays. They've got this one right about the foot line. Left side hash. 5:50 to go here in the first half. 7-0 Broken Arrow. 3rd and goal. Tigers trying to get more. Robards takes the snap, gives to Noah Cortez, and Cortez walks in. Touchdown, Broken Arrow.
Great play calling. I tell you, having that turnover, coming after a 3 and out and getting a turnover in a positive field position was very crucial for us.
Nice lead block by the left guard, Thor Wilbanks, as he pulled right up into the hole for Cortez to walk in from a yard out. Extra point on the way from Seagraves. It's up and through. 5:41 to go first half. Broken Arrow 14, Moore nothing. This is Broken Arrow football. Directional kick from Skylar Seagraves is loose. Ball's on the turf. Tigers fall on it. Broken Arrow recovers the high onside kick. It was Slusher. Miles Slusher comes out with the ball, and the Tigers will take over at the Moore 41.
That was awesome. But here's the field position again. You're talking about one of the best offenses in the state of Oklahoma, getting the ball inside the 50-yard line again. That's 3 times already.
It was sort of a knuckling kick that just hung in the air. It was dead into this north wind. Moore's receiver bobbled it, and Miles Slusher was right there to fall on it. 1st and 10, Broken Arrow from the Moore 41-yard line. Before we get back underway, shout out to our old pal Vern, one of the best Tiger fans around, listening on the Animal tonight. We appreciate your support. 1st and 10, Broken Arrow at the Moore 41. Quintevin Cherry, the quarterback, 3 receivers left. Cherry running to his right side. Cortez with the lead block. Cherry stretches toward that Moore sideline. Give him about 5. Marcus Morris on the tackle there, but Tigers running away from the receivers there, and it was nice seeing Cortez out there leading the way. That was a good
play.
It's
tough. That's tough. When you have your quarterback running the ball on the perimeter with Cortez blocking along the way, and how our receivers can block very well to begin with. It's just very difficult.
7-yard gain for Cherry on 1st down, so now 2nd and 3. Cherry out of the gun, back to pass with time, firing a strike downfield, and the receiver fell down. He was looking for Isaiah Keller, and Keller got tangled up with his defender. He was looking for a flag, but there will be none. 3rd and 3.
See, and that's what we're talking about. We're in that Wildcat type offense, and we got a quarterback that can sit back. The Wildcat guy can sit back and throw the football. What a great package that we have.
3rd and 3 coming from the Moore 34. Tate Robards back in at quarterback. Ball on the right side, far hash. Robards under center. Logan Matthews goes in motion from right to left. Robards takes the snap, gives to Cortez straight ahead, powering his way, shakes off the first man. He's inside the 30, stretching to that far side before he's finally brought down by about 4 more Lions, but not before he picked up a First National Bank first down.
Yeah, they gave him the forward progress because he got thrown back. Great job with the officials on that. This is a good crew, by the way. I've had these guys many times when I was a coach.
14th carry of the night for Noah Cortez. We talked about it in the pregame show. This playoff game last year, he had 40 carries. Tough passing conditions with this north wind, but when you have Noah Cortez and Moore's not very deep on defense, just keep feeding it to him. Here he goes, Cortez again, this time left side angling across the field. He might go, Cortez to the 5, to the house. Touchdown, Broken Arrow. A 29-yard score, and it's 20-0 Broken Arrow.
Now that was impressive. That was just a split zone right there. Running a split zone, and he just had the crease and just nailed it and made a great move downfield.
With that run, Cortez now just 1 touchdown away from tying Jamal Shaw's season touchdown record. Cortez now has 30. Great vision on that one to just bust that to the left side, and he ran straight for that pylon. And
well, the whole thing is you run power, 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 and then you run split zone. And that is just, you know, they're having trouble just stopping the power. And then when you add that factor into it, it just really makes it difficult for them completely.
Extra point is up and good from Skylar Seagraves. We'll keep it here with 4:42 to go in the first half. Broken Arrow leading more, 21-0. It was a 4-play, 41-yard drive. Took just 54 seconds. The scoring play, a 29-yard touchdown run by Noah Cortez.
Well, this is what happens when you get turnovers in the playoffs. You know, we've had 2 quick turnovers, and we've had 2 quick scores. So instead of being a 7-0 game, it's a 21-0 game just because of the turnovers and great field position, and that's playoff football. That's the importance of having more turnovers than your opponent and having great field position.
Seagraves is on, getting ready to attempt another kickoff for the Tigers. We'll get you the 6A1 playoff scores here right after this kickoff. Tigers go with a high directional kick to the right side again. Moore makes the fair catch this time. It's Tony Fogel makes the fair catch at the 30. Here are those 6A1 quarterfinal scores. Union leads Santa Fe 10-0 in the first. That game at Union. Jenks trails Putnam City North 6-0 in the first, and Owasso and Norman got started at 7:30. The Rams already up 7-0 in the first quarter. The winner of this one will face the winner of Owasso and Norman next week. No official confirmation on the time, but if I were a betting man, I would bet the semifinals will be Saturday at the University of Tulsa. 1st and 10 more from its own 30. Trailing Broken Arrow 21-0 with 4:42 to go first half. Highshaw takes the snap, gives to Jace Gardner. Gardner spins off the first man, but Gavin Potter brings him down at the 34. Gain of 4 on first down.
You know, they're running a different type of a formation now, and this is their different package, I guess. But, you know, it's good stuff, but they got to be a little more creative with it because it's kind of predictable. I think we're kind of seeing what they're doing, and I think they're going to run the same play and then play action off of it.
2nd and 6 coming for the Lions. Highshaw takes the shotgun snap, pump fake. He's ready to pass. Tries to float it over the middle for his tight end, and it falls incomplete. Nice coverage by Broken Arrow, and it'll be 3rd and long. Campbell Yeager was stride for stride with the tight end Baxter.
That was great coverage by a middle linebacker. They're trying to sneak him down the seam, and you know when you're playing zone or man, you know that's just locked on with the linebacker, and typically that should be a mismatch, but not in our case. He did a great job.
We talked about being patient with adjustments in the Matthews Ford keys to the game, and they hit that seam to Baxter on one of their first drives, and you can see that the Tigers were well prepared for that one.
And they're running different. It's like they're running a different offense each series.
3rd and 6, 4:03 to go. First half, Broken Arrow leading 21-0. Highshaw takes the snap. He's being chased, scrambling to his left, fighting the sideline, and he is close out of bounds, and he was out of bounds. Sacked in the backfield by Gavin Potter, and it'll be 4th and long for the Lions. Highshaw felt the pressure, rolled to his left side, tried to do a spin move and escape the Tiger defenders, but he stepped out of bounds. It's a loss of 7, and another tackle for loss for Gavin Potter. What a season he's having.
Oh, gosh. He's unbelievable, isn't he? You know, just as they were talking about on pregame, just how he lines people up, his intelligence with the game and his effort level is just second to none.
4th and 13. Drew Johnston back to punt for Moore. He takes the deep snap, steps to his right, and boots one away. It goes over Isaiah Keller's head, and it's going to roll out. A Moore bounce here with the wind, spiraling toward that Moore sideline, and it'll be blown dead at the 25-yard line. So a good punt for the Lions to flip the field with the wind here, and Broken Arrow will start at its own 25 with 3:39 to go in the first half.
It looks like we were, for once, trying to set up a return. We rushed very few people in that time, but we dropped a lot and tried to return the ball there, but the punter had a great punt, and we were unable to return that thing.
This wind is a factor. It's officially 13 miles an hour, but the official wind chill in Broken Arrow at Tiger Field, 23 degrees. Oof.
Oh, I know. I remember those days when I was coaching.
1st and 10, Broken Arrow. Tate Robards takes the snap, gives it to Cortez. He cuts it back toward the middle of the field, still on his feet across the 30. Tough run, and a late flag comes in on the far side. Looks like they're going to get Andrew Rame for a personal foul as he got tangled up with a Moore defender.
You know, and plus, you know, Noah was hit at the line of scrimmage. They're shifting their linemen. They're shifting from out. They're stemming them to the line or stemming them off. And he was hit at the line of scrimmage and ended up with like a 6-7 yard gain. I mean, that's how tough this kid's running. But then we get the flag.
Personal foul against the Tigers. Either we're having trouble with Randy Jeffers' microphone or he forgot to turn it on, one of the two. It could just be cold and some battery issues. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. But a personal foul on Broken Arrow backs it all the way up to the 16-yard line where it'll be 1st and 19. Rame got tangled up with Cole Karn, the standout defensive end for the Lions. They were pretty far away from the play, but they were right next to the line judge, and so that one got dinged. Tolbert in at tailback for Broken Arrow. Robards takes the snap, tosses to Tolbert, right side with good blocking. Tolbert across the 20, 25, 30, still on his feet, and then finally spun down close to the chains. So depending on where they spot it, it'll either be a first down for the Tigers or second and real short.
But, you know, you talk about first down efficiency. Oh, my gosh, that was what? 1st and 20?
1st and 19, and they got.
Was it 19?
It was 19, and they got all of it back except for
1 yard. I mean,
maybe not even that. We're sitting kind of straight across from the chains, and they need like the nose of the football here on 2nd and short. Robards takes the snap, gives to Tolbert, straight ahead. Tolbert, burst of speed, pulling a Moore defender with him as he stretches all the way across the 50. It was Marcus Morris and Jace Gardner that made the tackle, but Spav, we're starting to see it. These two-way players for Moore are having trouble keeping up with the Tigers on defense. Oh,
there's no doubt. And plus, Coach Wilkinson's doing a great job mixing up his play concepts, and you know, really, he's unpredictable right now. You know, if I was going to sit here and say what this play is going to be, you know, and he's going to do something completely off the chart here.
First National Bank first down after a 16-yard gain by Kewan Tolbert. Robards takes the snap, spins out, gives it to Tolbert again. Near side left, stretching to that sideline. Marcus Morris makes the tackle, but not before Tolbert picks up about 10. They're holding the sticks, but the Tigers might have another first down. Looks like they do.
Yeah, that was a great run. I tell you, he's got a little burst of speed there. I really like what he's doing.
Kewan Tolbert on this drive, 3 straight carries, 18 yards, 16 yards, 10 yards. First National Bank first down here. It's 1st and 10 Tigers at the Moore 40 with 2:34 to go in the half. Broken Arrow leading Moore 21-0 in the Class 6A1 quarterfinals. Cortez now back in at tailback. They give it to him, near side left at the numbers, still on his feet, stretching. It was number 23 that Jaden West that finished him off, but another tough run by Cortez. We'll give him 4 on that one.
Again, that's that one in the boundary where we're motioning the receiver in towards the line of scrimmage to crack the backer and then pulling both linemen out and running like a counter type play into the boundary. Very effective play.
17 carries, 114 yards for Cortez here in this first half. 1:50 to go, clock running. Broken Arrow leading 21-0, 2nd and 6. High snap, Robards though fields it, gives to Cortez. Cortez running across the 30. It looked like he was tackling the defender as Buckeye just held on for dear life as Cortez just plowed him across the 30 to pick up another First National Bank first down. Call it a gain of 7.
And that's that same side power again, and I just love that play. And what I mean by same side power is, you know, he's running the same side that he's lined up to.
Inside a minute 30 to go, first half. 1st and 10, Broken Arrow at the Moore 29. Robards out of the gun with time, looking to pass, scrambling now to his right outside the hash, firing, and he just throws it away.
Good job.
Keller
Good
was
job.
over there, but nobody was open, and Robards says we'll live to fight another day and throws it away.
Absolutely. Great decision. Great decision. They did a good job defending it. And they did a great job covering it, so he just made a great decision on, hey, like you said, live another down. Let's snap it again.
This portion of Broken Arrow football brought to you by our friends at TTCU Federal Credit Union. TTCU salutes a Tiger teacher of the game and has donated more than $124,000 to Broken Arrow schools through that School Pride Check Card program. I have my card. Ask how you can get yours today. 1:16 to go, second quarter. Broken Arrow leading 21-0. Robards takes the snap, gives to Cortez, stretching it out far side right, outside the hash, still on his feet, 25. One man to beat, makes a cutback. Cortez still rumbling to the 5, inside the 5, and he's in. A touchdown for Noah Cortez on an incredible run back and forth across the field.
Unbelievable. That is so awesome to watch. He probably broke 5 or 6 tackles along the way.
I'm counting on the replay. There's 3. There's 4 as he dove into the end zone. We'll give him at least 4 broken tackles on that one.
Great job.
29-yard touchdown run by Noah Cortez, and it's 27-zip Broken Arrow.
You can't ask for a better half. I know it's just about halftime. You can't ask for a better half just offensively and defensively for us because they only have 39 total yards of offense.
Skylar Seagraves is on for the extra point. Snap spot. Left-footed PAT is right down Broadway. Minute 3 to go in the first half. Broken Arrow leading Moore 28-0. It was an 8-play, 75-yard drive. Took 2 minutes and 36 seconds off the clock. Capped off by a 29-yard touchdown run by Noah Cortez.
You know, we have 252 total yards right now to their 39. So that's just total domination right now of this half.
With that last touchdown, Noah Cortez has tied Jamal Shaw for the single-season touchdown record with 31. He's already the career rushing record holder. He set that last week on that 80-yard run against Enid. Now he's got a tie for single-season touchdowns with Jamal Shaw. And with the second half to go and you presume a semifinal and hopefully a championship, Noah Cortez could do some serious damage to this Broken Arrow record book.
I know. But I tell you what, we're so good on the first down efficiency, and that's just so important. We average like 7.7 yards on first down. So that means we're going to get that first down, and it's easy to convert it if it happens.
High directional kick from Seagraves goes to the left side this time. It's hauled in by Millette, the up man for Moore, and the Lions will take over at their own 30.
Well, just to show you what we're talking about, because of the first down efficiency, our third down conversion percentage is 83.3%. That's incredible. That is just incredible.
Took Broken Arrow a little while to get calibrated tonight, but All systems go now. Touchdowns on each of the last 3 drives for Broken Arrow. Minute 3 to go here in the first half. 28-0 Tigers. Moore with the ball at its own 30. Play clock down to 7 as Moore kind of taking their time getting out on the field here. Now down to 3. Highshaw takes the shotgun snap, rolls out to his left, and he fires far side right, incomplete. He was looking for Millette. He made the catch, but he was out of bounds.
Yeah, they're panicking right now. You can see that, and I understand that being 28-0, but here you are in the playoffs. Here you got 59 seconds left. Don't do something really stupid right now and get create a turnover here.
2nd and 10, 59 seconds to go, first half now. Broken Arrow leading Moore 28-0. Ball on the right hash, fumbled snap. Highshaw recovers it though. He's just running for his life now. He almost took a knee as Roland and Jalen Moss were coming. I think Highshaw saw his life flash before his eyes there.
Well, it's crazy what they're doing. They put trips into the boundary. They put trips in the boundary and the back in the boundary.
Charge to Broken Arrow.
And then they ran the ball to the field. We're not even honoring the trips into the boundary because they're unable to throw the football, so we're not even honoring it. And so, what they're thinking that is a normal team's going to honor it and then they're going to run to the field. Well, we're not honoring it, so it's difficult to run to the field.
With 49 seconds to go and 3rd and long coming up, Broken Arrow took a timeout here, try and save that clock and maybe get another touchdown in here before halftime. Go up 35-0 at the half. Maybe
get a turnover
maybe
here.
Force a pick here. Tricky Stokes did it last week.
Yeah, or a punt block.
Highshaw, the Moore quarterback, just 1 of 6 passing for 16 yards. It was that seam pass down the middle to Alex Baxter. Other than that, nothing. Lions with just 35 total yards of offense. Broken Arrow with 252. Back on the field, ready to go now. 3rd and 14 more from the Lion 26-yard line. Broken Arrow leading 28-0. 49 seconds to go here in the first half. Highshaw out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Blown up in the backfield by Zach Marcaselli. He rode the tailback and just went nowhere.
Came off the edge there and just made a great play. Gosh.
Tigers will take another timeout. It was a loss of 5 there on Marcaselli's just great tackle. He just blew that play up, and with 40 seconds to go, Broken Arrow is going to get the ball back and have another chance.
Well, we're putting a lot of pressure on them too, and then getting those quick timeouts so the plays aren't lasting very long. We're not going to let a kid go back there and throw the ball and give him 8 seconds or whatever. So great decisions by Coach Travis Hill. Being aggressive here and getting the ball back here. I'm curious to see, last time when they punted with the wind, you can see the difference right now. It looks like we're going to go after it. Last time we tried for the return, but it looks like we're going to try to block the thing right now.
Isaiah Keller is set up at his 42, waiting for this punt from Drew Johnston. Ball is on the left hash. It's 4th and 18. Low snap, it bounces. Tigers bring the heat and almost got to it. It's a wobbling end-over-end punt. Bounces just shy of the 50, and it will roll out. Nice more roll here. This thing's still rolling across the 30 to the 27. They try to spin it almost like a curling sweep where it goes across the 25, and more importantly, the clock continues to run. A 17-second play. So with 23 seconds to go, it's 1st and 10 Broken Arrow at its own 24.
Well, we almost got that thing, didn't we?
Yeah. That might change the strategy here. What do you think? You just sit on this here?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but the way it looks like we want to have a couple of plays here, but we're going to down it here. But, I'm not so sure if I wouldn't run that fake the smash post like we did before and got 31 yards on it. But we're going to go ahead and kneel it down, which is really the smart thing to do.
23 seconds to go. One kneel will get the Tigers into halftime with a 28-0 lead. We'll try and check in with Coach Alexander as he comes off the field. Robards takes the knee, and that'll do it for the first half. Broken Arrow leading 28-0. A very impressive start for Broken Arrow here in the 6A1 quarterfinals.
God, I tell you, it really has been impressive, especially what we've been doing with the first down and efficiency, and then the third down conversions. We're really just doing a great job dominating this.
4 touchdowns for Noah Cortez, leads to 28 points for the Broken Arrow Tigers. Waiting on Coach Alexander to make his way over to the sideline. We had our eyes on him. He was standing right by our crew, and then
he's probably cold.
Might have gone in to warm up. So there he is. He's got the headphones on now. Coach, can you hear us?
I can. How about that?
What do you think about Noah Cortez tying Jamal Shaw's touchdown record now with 31?
Well, I love it, man. He's been our bell cow for a couple of years, and he's reaping all these benefits. This big offensive line up front, and I love it for him, man. He's a special kid.
Seems like it took you guys a little bit to get calibrated, but looks like you ended the half really firing on all cylinders here.
Well, you know, you got to give them more a little bit of credit. They come out, they're in a 6-1 defense, right? They're trying not to let Noah Cortez win the game for us, and so you got to give Coach Hill and Moore's staff a little bit of credit. Hey, they worked their tails off over there to put them in the game plan and give them the best chance. But Noah and our offensive line is a pretty hefty weapon.
What is the how much of a factor is the wind down there? It's hard to tell from up here.
It is a big factor. It's strong enough that even when you're throwing with the wind, the ball's carrying, and it's hard to be accurate to football. Neither team's been able to throw the ball very well.
Well, obviously, you just held them, Coach, to 31 yards of total offense there, which is fabulous what you're doing because you've got them figured out.
Right.
But where I'm really impressed with offensively is your first down efficiency is unbelievable. You're averaging almost 8 yards on first down. So
that's pretty good, man.
That's excellent.
I love that. I didn't realize we were doing that well. Coach Hill has done such a good job creating an atmosphere on the defense and flying around and giving great effort that, that's why we get all those loose balls, because we got 2 and 3 guys on every tackle.
Coach, go warm up. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
That's David Alexander, head coach of the Broken Arrow Tigers. His team leads Moore 28-0 at halftime of the 6A1 quarterfinals. We'll take a timeout. Ken Ellett with the halftime show after this. You're listening to Broken Arrow Football. Welcome back to Tiger Field at Broken Arrow Memorial Stadium. Charlie and Spav with you here for Tiger Football. About ready to get rolling with the third quarter of the 6A1 quarterfinals. Broken Arrow leading Moore 28-0. Elsewhere in Class 6A1, Owasso leads Norman 21-7 in the second quarter. The winner of our game will face the winner of Owasso or Norman in the semifinals. The other side of the bracket, Jenks has come back from down 6-0 to lead Putnam City North 21-6 in the second. Union now leads Edmond Santa Fe 17-0 that game at the half. Stay tuned to 97.1 FM, the Sports Animal, after we are finished here for the Squirtle High School Scoreboard Show. Kevin Ward will have the updates from 6A1 and all across the great state of Oklahoma on quarterfinal Friday night. Waiting to get the second half fired up here. Broken Arrow will receive, and the Tigers will go from south to north, right to left. If you're in the stands or watching us in the Varsity Club, no ArrowVision live stream tonight due to broadcast restrictions with the NFHS network. You can catch it on Facebook, though, with the NFHS network, and we'll have an on-demand replay on ArrowVision coming up next week once the broadcast window has ended. I believe it's 72 hours, so stay tuned next Tuesday. We'll keep you posted on Inside Tiger Football presented by Rib Crib, which, by the way, on the air Tuesday night, 6:30, right here on The Animal. Moore ready to kick things off. The kicker for the Lions is number 44, Carlos Soto. First time we've had to see him tonight. He does not appear in formation to be ready to kick this one deep. Moore's kickoff team down in a 3-point stance. You don't see that all the time.
No.
Soto's right-footed kick is a directional kick toward the far sideline. It goes out of bounds. So not exactly how they drew it up there. The Tigers will start at the 35.
Wow. I guess they didn't want to return.
That's one way to prevent a return.
That was quite interesting. Just kick it right out of bounds.
Why do you put the guys in a stance like that?
I've never seen that in a long. I mean, it's been a long time, but I've never done that. So
fair enough. 8th drive of the game for the Broken Arrow offense. The 7th drive was just that one-play kneel down. So the Tigers, we'll say, coming off 3 straight drives with touchdowns. 1st and 10 from the 35 to start the 3rd quarter. Ball's on the right side hash, far side. Tate Robards is under center. Noah Cortez, the lone tailback. Toss play, sweep left to Cortez. He cuts inside a block, stretches across the 40, still on his feet, still rumbling, and Moore finally brings him down. It's Highshaw and Cole Karn, but not before Cortez fights for 8 yards to start the 3rd quarter.
Boy, he's just hard to get down, isn't he? He is fighting like crazy out there. That is really fun to watch him right now. He is doing a great job. But we did something a little different. 2 tight ends, 2 backs, and running a toss sweep. That was something a little different. We haven't done that before.
2nd and 2. Tate Robards takes the snap, gives it to Cortez. Cortez with a big seam, stretching toward the near side. 30, 20, nobody to beat. 10, 5, house, touchdown, Broken Arrow. A 57-yard touchdown, and the Tigers are pouring it on more.
God, did he find that seam?
Great block downfield by Logan Matthews. He was at the 15, saving the touchdown there, and Noah Cortez with that run has broken another record. Now the most touchdowns of any Broken Arrow Tiger in a single season with 32.
But, you know, they were just running the 2 tight ends, 1 back, and ran just a simple zone. We had it blocked so well. He found the little cutback seam and just took it to the house. Great play.
Low snap, but Kaiser collects it, gets it down for the extra point. Seagraves, the left-footed kick is up and good. 11:07 to go in the 3rd. Broken Arrow 35, Moore nothing. We'll keep it here as the Tigers are ready to get back out there and kick it away. Cold weather timing rules in effect tonight. It's cold. Let's get out there and let's kick this thing. Randy Jeffers and crew fully content to keep this baby moving. It was a 2-play, 65-yard drive. Took just 53 seconds. Give all 65 yards to Noah Cortez. He's now up to 215 on the night on 21 carries.
Yeah, 317 total yards right now. That's unbelievable. Well, let's see what they do now in the kickoff. You know, they're kicking with the wind, so I take it they don't have a kicker.
Seagraves ready to kick this into the wind here. Directional kick coming here. It's a high end-over-end kick toward the near side. Fair catch called for on the run up. It was Millette, number 4, hauls it in. So the Tigers know they can't kick it into the teeth of this north wind and just go for the directional kick. It worked. They got the ball back once. Might as well try it again.
You know, I love the high onside. I used to do it all the time. And, you know, he does such a great job kicking it. He kicks it high. And it gives you time to cover it, and it's hard to, you know, they hear the footsteps, and then they drop the ball occasionally, and you create turnovers that way. I realize they get the ball on the 35-yard line, but if you kick it out of bounds, it's the same thing.
So Moore starts at its own 36. Ball on the right hash. Lions trailing the number 1 Broken Arrow Tigers 35-0. Highshaw takes the snap. He'll keep it himself straight ahead. Picks up about 5. I think that was Yeager in on the tackle. That was Roland and
yeah, Roland did a good job getting off that double team and making the play, helping out on the play. And that's what I've been talking about before, is what I think our D-line's gotten better is getting off blocks, making plays, and not just relying on the fact that you get the double team, can keep the double team and let your backers make the tackles.
Give Highshaw 4 yards on that carry. He's still in negative yards for the game. He's carrying it again here on 2nd down. Stretch to the right side before Tricky Stokes brings him down, but Highshot will pick up about 5 here now, maybe 4, depending on where they spot it. It's hard to see with all the Broken Arrow players there on the sideline. Looks like they'll mark him at the 44. Give him 4, and we'll call it 3rd and 2.
And they need to do something on the perimeter. The only success they're having it is on the perimeter. They're in 2 tight ends now, 1 back, so looks like they're going to attack the boundary. We're going to put pressure with linebackers. We're showing it.
Highshot looking to the left side, and the play call there on this 3rd and 2. He takes the snap, high snap. He collects it though straight up the middle, and I think that threw off the timing, but Highshot bounced free from some tacklers. Miles Slusher makes the tackle, but not before Highshot picks up a 1st down.
That was just a great run because we hit him in the backfield, and he bounced off. We didn't grab him. He bounced off and just found a little opening and got the 1st down.
Inside 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Broken Arrow 35, more nothing. Class 6A1 quarterfinals here in Broken Arrow. Charlie Hannibal and Steve Spavital, glad to be with you on 97.1 FM, The Animal. Highshot, shotgun snap, play fake, now under pressure, and he just fires it away, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Miles Slusher. Slusher's 2nd pick of the season, and he just sniped that one.
That was awesome. Well, it had so much pressure on the quarterback that he just threw it. He just threw it into coverage or just, tried to figure out something, and we just came and made the play.
Great pressure by Kaiser Newell and D'Amico Rowland to force Highshot to throw that one away under pressure. Slusher picks it off, and the Tigers have the ball at their own 44, ready to pour it on, leading 35-0. Quintevin Cherry, the quarterback here. Cherry bomb formation. Design quarterback run. He's going to the left side of the 50, just rumbling forward across the pile. Give Cherry, we'll call it 9 on 1st down. Nice run by Quintevin Cherry. It'll be 2nd and 1.
God, he runs like Noah. He's hard to bring down. So much power.
2nd and 1 now across midfield at the Moore 47-yard line. 9:07 to go, 3rd quarter. Cherry still your quarterback. Kewan Tolbert, the tailback. High shotgun snap. Cherry reaches up, pulls it down, fakes the Tolbert, keeping it himself. And Cherry has some room, left side, 20, 15, 1 man to beat, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. They've got Cherry marked out of bounds on the 16. Touchdown saving tackle by the Lions, but still a 31-yard gain. There is a flag at the 38.
What a great play. Just unbelievable what he does.
Holding the call against Broken Arrow, so wipe that one away despite our best efforts.
I thought he was going to take it to the house there for a minute. Then he stepped out, but what a great package. I keep talking about this, but what a great package to have him in there.
It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it'll still be 2nd down and 2. Line of scrimmage is the Moore 48. Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Cherry takes the snap, chest high, 3-step drop, fires over the middle. Looking for an explanation. There's a flag on the play. It looks like maybe before the snap.
Well, did he catch it?
I think they're blowing it dead before the snap even happened because the back judge looked at the head linesman on the far side for some help on if the Tigers made the catch, and there was never a signal. So let's see what Randy Jeffers has here. Talking with his back judge. And now here we go.
When an ineligible receiver downfield against the offense. 5-yard penalty. Play 2nd down.
So I guess if the Tigers caught it or not doesn't matter because an ineligible man downfield, and now it'll be 2nd and 7 from the Broken Arrow 47. Back in Broken Arrow territory. Clock running, 8:40 to go, third quarter. Tigers leading 35-0.
I just wish they would signal something, you know, whether he caught it or not or what, you know, and then you deal with the flag.
Great point. Here's Cherry out of the gun on second down. Takes the snap, gives to Tolbert. Tolbert straight ahead toward that left hash mark. Not a whole lot there, maybe one.
That was a great way to run the power. You know, they're running a two-back power, but we're in the gun this time and running the same side power.
Alex Baxter, the tackle for the Lions that time. 3rd and 6 coming here. Inside 8 minutes to go, third quarter. Tate Robards checks back in for Quintevin Cherry. Kewan Tolbert still the tailback. Logan Matthews splits out to the far side. Tigers with 2 receivers on the left side. It's Kaiser and Client. Here's Robards. Back to pass, sets his feet, fires, looking for Kaiser. Off his hands and incomplete. It was a kind of a rocket into double coverage, but it hit Kaiser in the hands and falls incomplete.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. They're, you know, obviously they know who Kaiser is, so they're putting a lot of pressure on him. They're honoring him by playing off of him deep and then bumping, you know, having a lot of bump coverage on him.
Tigers will punt. Skylar Seagraves in formation. He takes the snap, spins the ball, gets the left-footed punt away. It hits at the 30 and spins out back toward the Moore end. It'll roll inside the 20. Tigers trying to blow it another yard or two, and it's down at the 16, we'll call it. Nice punt for Seagraves, especially into the wind. The roll helped there.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the Broken Arrow defense can do with a 35-0 lead.
Well, I have a feeling they'll do pretty good right here.
9th drive of the game for the Moore Lions. Moore's gone 3 and out 5 times.
They have 43 yards of total offense.
35-0 our score, 7.5 to go, third quarter. Broken Arrow leading Moore in the 6A1 quarterfinals. Daniel Highshaw leads the Moore offense back on the field. He's in the gun. Tony Fogel is the setback, I believe. Doesn't matter. Highshaw takes the snap. He's under pressure, and he is going to be hit and sacked. Broken Arrow brings him down. It's Joseph Day and Colton Collier teaming up on the sack there. 3rd sack of the year for Collier, and might have been some miscommunication. They were looking for this out route on the right side, and it was totally covered. Millette wasn't even looking, and Highshaw just went down in the turtle position.
Yeah, it was a one receiver route. He was covered and he didn't know what to do. He had to hold the ball. Can't do that on us.
Highshaw came into the game completing 56% of his passes, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Tonight, 1 of 7 for 16 yards. Highshaw back to pass now, dumps this one off. It's a screen pass to Gardner out of the backfield. Tricky Stokes chops him down at the 13-yard line, where it will be 4th and a whole bunch.
Yeah, it was just good coverage. You think about it, you know, 32% of our opponents' plays are for lost yardage.
Check that. It'll be 3rd and a whole bunch. 3rd and 25. 6:20 to go here, third quarter. Broken Arrow leading Moore 35-0.
I think it's 3rd and 13.
Yeah, I don't know where we got 25. It popped up on the screen. Somebody must have, I don't know. Who knows? 3rd and 13. By the way, Norman and Owasso, that game now 28-14 Rams. Second quarter still. Jenks and Union still comfortably ahead. 21-6 for the Trojans. 17-0 for the Redskins.
Delay game.
Oh, God. Now it's 3rd and 18.
5-yard penalty.
So before you know it's bad, we're going to get to 3rd and 25. It's 3rd
Yeah,
and
I
18.
know. 3rd and 18 right now.
All the way back to the 8-yard line. 6 minutes to go, third quarter, clock running. 3rd and a whole bunch for the Moore Lions. Highshaw out of the gun. Backs up into the end zone, under pressure, now steps up out of the end zone, directing traffic going to his right. He's hit hard, but gets the ball away, and it's picked off. Gavin Potter picks it off and steps out of bounds. Tigers will take over at the 32.
And I believe that's the 5th time we've had the ball, maybe the 6th time we've started our possessions inside the 50-yard line.
Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. It'll be the 4th time
that we've started inside the 50.
Yep. We've also got 3 drives.
But we had 2 turnovers.
Yep.
See, that's three turnovers inside here.
And we've also started 2 drives at our own 44 and 1 at our own 43. So field position definitely in Broken Arrow's favor here. 1st and 10 BA at the 32. Tate Robards gives it to Tolbert. A little counter action here, right side. Tolbert with a seam, but touchdown saving tackle probably by Marcus Morris. First National Bank first down for Kewan Tolbert. They'll move the sticks as he gets down to the 21.
Yeah, Coach Wilkinson's getting a little creative now with what he's doing. Now, here again is what I'm talking about, how you got to really get used to, you got to be patient with the adjustments. And I'm seeing things that we haven't shown all year, and that's a good thing.
1st and 10, Tigers at the Moore 21. Broken Arrow leading 35-0. 5:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Robards takes the snap, spins to his left, hands off to Tolbert. Tolbert, nice cutback up the middle across the 20. Dylan Buckheit on the tackle as there's it looks like a Lay's chip bag blowing across the field. I thought it was a flag, but it's a bag of chips. So yeah, no flag on that one.
Yeah,
It'll be
the wind
2nd
is blowing, yeah.
and 6 as the wind is howling out of the north. There were a lot of folks hiding in the press box trying to warm up at halftime. Hard to blame them. 4:30 to go, 3rd quarter. Broken Arrow 35, Moore nothing. 2nd and 6. Robards takes the snap, gives to Cortez. Cortez cuts back to his left, and he's going to score again. Touchdown, Tigers.
God, could he see that?
Great vision for Noah Cortez. It's a 17-yard touchdown. There's a flag in the end zone after the play. Looks like a Moore defender is trying to cool off a teammate. It's getting a little chippy as the Tigers continuing to add planks to the woodshed.
What great vision. I mean, he saw that thing and just hit it. I just really like how he's running tonight. He's just running with authority. He's running with power.
We had a dead ball, personal foul against the defense. The touchdown scores. The penalty will be administered on the kickoff.
So you hear the call from Randy Jeffers. Touchdown stands. It's a 17-yard touchdown to put Broken Arrow up 41-0. Skylar Seagraves ready to knock through another extra point out of the hold of Matt Kaiser. Some confusion here for the Moore defense. I don't know what they were working on, but the umpire's talking to
They're talking to
one
each
of the
other,
defenders.
too.
Yeah, not a lot of happy campers
No.
in the white jerseys tonight.
This is where we got to be careful, too, because we're going to play on, and they're not, and we can't get anybody hurt.
Skylar Seagraves' extra point is up and good. 4:25 to go in the 3rd. Broken Arrow 42, Moore nothing. This is Broken Arrow football. Tigers will kick off from the Moore 45 after that personal foul. Broken Arrow leads 42-0 here in the 3rd. Seagraves will just kick this one into the end zone. Actually, no, it bounces. Well, now wow.
Oh, did it go out the 1?
Touchback is the call, so it just snuck into the pylon. There's another chip bag on the near side now, so not a flag, just a touchback there for the Tigers. Noah Cortez, before we took the last timeout, another touchdown, his 6th of the game. That ties the Broken Arrow record for most touchdowns in a game. He set that earlier this year against Norman. All those came in the first half. Cortez up to 4,157 yards in his career and 52 touchdowns. What an incredible senior season. What an incredible 3 years for Noah Cortez.
Yeah, this is a record that's going to be extremely difficult to break as well.
Highshaw leads the Moore Lions back on the field for their 10th drive of the game. The last 2 ended in interceptions. Highshaw will keep it himself on the zone read. He'll pick up about 2. Zach Marcaselli made the tackle there, and if you're Moore, looking pretty dark.
Yeah, I mean, here they are running the ball on first down. They average 1.8 yards a carry on first down. So it's pretty difficult for them. You're going to have to attack the perimeter. They're not throwing the ball, so therefore we're not honoring it either.
High shot, takes the shotgun snap, hands off to Jace Gardner. This time Gardner stretching the right side, far side hash, or check that near side hash. Gavin Potter makes the tackle. Gardner gets to the 29, picks up 6, where it'll be 3rd and 1. This portion of Tiger football brought to you by First National Bank, reminding you, First National people put people first. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, a great partner of Broken Arrow Schools. Special shout out to Executive Director of Athletics Steve Dunn and Associate Superintendent Chuck Perry. I know they can hear me because it's cold and they're inside. You know, tough guys would be on the field, but they're inside watching on the monitors. As the 3rd down carry, it goes nowhere. Zach Marcaselli with a tackle right at the line there. Kaiser Newell also in there. It's going to be 4th and 1, and Moore's punt team slowly makes its way on the field. .244 to go. 42-0 Broken Arrow.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to drop our athletes now. See if we can get a return.
The punt is away from Drew Johnston. It hits at the 47. Isaiah Keller picks it up on the hop of the 35, but he's bottled up on the return. So decent field position for the Tigers. They'll start at their own 36, leading 42-0 with 2:22 to go in the 3rd.
It was a good job staying with the ball, too, because that ball could have rolled another 10, 15 yards. You never know. But he did a great job of getting it and just getting down.
Noah Cortez, 22 carries for 232 yards. It's a season high. His career high came in this round of the playoffs last year when he had 302 yards on 41 carries. Tigers go with Keon Barnett, the youngster in the backfield on the left side of Quintevin Cherry. Cherry takes the snap, gives to Barnett. Barnett cutting to the left side, shakes off the first tackle. He's at the 40, rumbling ahead before he's finally brought down by Marcus Morris and a couple others. But Morris, the main man on the tackle, Keon Barnett, gets to the 41 and picks up 5.
Well, we're starting to put some other athletes in, which is really smart to do right now. You know, we got a 42-0 lead, and, you know, the playoffs are important, and the way you win your playoffs is if you're healthy.
Call it 2nd and 6. They'll move it back to the 40 here. Cherry is still the quarterback, 3 receivers to the right. Shotgun snap, it's Cherry in the hands, fakes the quick pass. He's going to keep it himself on the run-pass option. Cherry gets up the middle to the 44. Alex Baxter made the tackle for the Moore Lions.
You know, I love watching him play because no matter what he does, he's just one arm, I guess, away from taking it to the house.
Tate Robards, the Tiger quarterback now on this play. It's 3rd and 2 as we're inside a minute to go in the 3rd. They give it to Cortez, and Cortez might score again. He's forced out of bounds this time, and now there's going to be a late hit, or it should be, as they rode Cortez all the way into the field goal practice net. Hard to believe there's no flag here. The Tiger coaches are letting them hear about it.
That's way out of bounds. I mean, that's off the white.
Coach Alexander's saying, you got to be kidding me.
Let's see, this is what I'm talking about, where we've got to be careful now. You know, it's 42-0. Noah's already broke all the records. Get him out of the game. Just get some other people a chance to score, and this way we can stay healthy.
The result of the play was enough for a First National Bank first down, so it's 1st and 10 Broken Arrow at the Moore 37. Robards is the quarterback. Toss play right side of Tolbert, stretching it outside the right hash at the 30. Across the 25, still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 20 or so.
What
Nice
a
run
late
by
flag
Kewan
here.
Tolbert. Now we have a late flag all the way back behind the original line of scrimmage. The flag's at the 41-yard line.
Well, what it looked like to me is looked like we had a hold, but there was not a flag called. It's like they were letting it go, and then all of a sudden we get this late flag. So I could be wrong on this, but we'll
Turn
see.
and run. Holding. On the offense, 10-yard penalty.
It looked like on the perimeter we were holding, but I never saw a flag or anything, but the flag came really late.
Sure did, and it came
I mean,
3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and that play was a quick hitter and went so far down the field. It's hard
I know. It was like he runs all the way down, almost scores, and then here comes the flag.
It'll be the 5th penalty of the game for the Tigers, and Marion Horn will check in, the freshman sensation who lit things up last week. That was cool to watch him run.
Yeah.
Horn last week, 3 carries, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns against the Plainsmen. 2 49-yard touchdowns and another 3-yard run. 20 seconds to go, third quarter. Broken Arrow 42, more nothing. First and 23 here for the Tigers. And now Broken Arrow will take a timeout.
You know, Tolbert's doing a really good job. I love his quickness on the perimeter. He runs pretty, erratic. You know, he's, and I like that. I like those runners that just run with a lot of authority and they're not afraid. They just keep running. And boy, you better make a good tackle.
He's averaging 9 yards a carry, 7 for 62, and that one that was called back on the hold was at least another 15 or so.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
it seems like every time Kewan Tolbert touches it, something dynamic happens.
You know, and Noah was averaging over 10 yards a carry, so it's crazy when you have an offense and you're looking at 1st and 20 and you can run the ball and get a first down. You know, that used to be something that I used to practice all the time to try to get the first down, try to have a concept or a plan.
Tigers back out of the timeout. 16 seconds to go here in the third quarter, leading more 42-0. Broken Arrow with the ball, 1st and 23 from the Tiger 49-yard line. Quintevin Cherry pumps his hand, takes the shotgun snap, gives it to Horn, the freshman. Horn dances at the line, cuts it back to the left. He'll pick up a couple before he's brought down. He gets across the 50 to the Moore 49. That'll be the last play of the third quarter. 12 minutes to go here in the 6A1 quarterfinals. Broken Arrow 42, Moore nothing. Welcome back to the Woodshed, where Broken Arrow leads Moore 42-0 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Tigers with the ball, 2nd and 21 from the Moore 49. Charlie Hanema and Steve Spavital, glad to be with you here for Tiger football as Broken Arrow cruising in the 6A1 quarterfinals. Owasso leads Norman 28-14 at the half. We'll get you the other 2 scores after this play. 2nd and 21. Cherry takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Marion Horn, the freshman. Horn fights across the 45 to the 44.
This kid's going to be good. He's just a freshman. He can see, what he sees. His vision is really good. I like the way he cuts it. He's got good acceleration.
When you're playing freshmen in a playoff game, you know things are going well.
Yes.
Cortez comes back in now for this play, 3rd and 16 from the Moore 43. Tigers tonight on 3rd down, 6 of 7. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Quintevin Cherry, the quarterback, with Cortez. Quick pass. It's Kaiser. Kaiser has it far or near side. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet. 20-10. Forced out of bounds just inside the 10 at the 9. 34 yards on the catch for Matt Kaiser, a First National Bank first down, and what a quick hitter.
They didn't even cover him.
Poor guy was wide open.
I know. They're trying to get their – it's like they're lackadaisically trying to bring someone over there, and we just threw a quick hitter over there, and he's wide open. Great decision by Robards.
Just the 4th completed pass of the night for Broken Arrow. This one goes for 34 yards to Kaiser. Sets up 1st and goal at the 9. Robards back in at quarterback. Kaiser Newell, the H-back, Alex Arroyo, the fullback, and Cortez, the tailback. This give is to Cortez. He bounces it outside to the 10, to the 5, and he's in. Flag comes in, but touchdown, Broken Arrow.
They're going to call holding on the receiver or something?
Could be a face mask.
Okay.
Not sure if it was Cortez on the stiff arm or if it was the defender trying to tackle him. Looks like it might have been Cortez on the stiff arm. If it stands, it's a new school record for most touchdowns in a game. We'll wait for the call from referee Randy Jeffers. Face mask on Broken Arrow, the call, as Randy Jeffers has some trouble with his microphone, so it'll be a, he signaled third down, but it'll be first down again. Still back first and goal at the 9. Robards this time out of the gun. Sets his feet, fires a pass. Caught by Matt Kaiser. Kaiser spins to his left, and Kaiser walks in. Touchdown, Broken Arrow.
What a great decision. I mean, what you were looking at is they're playing such loose coverage on Kaiser, so they're throwing the ball out there real quick and letting him make the yards after the catch. And obviously, he's tremendous at that.
Curry Walker, the corner over the top, was cutting back toward the middle of the field. Kaiser saw that, put the brakes on, and spun back toward the far side, and he just strolled in. 16th touchdown of Kaiser's career, the third of his senior season, and now he'll hold this extra point as Skylar Seagraves tries to bang one through and make it 49-0. Snap spot, extra point from Seagraves is up and good. 10:59 to go in the game. Broken Arrow 49, more nothing. This is Broken Arrow football. Welcome back to Broken Arrow, where the Tigers lead more, 49-0. Skylar Seagraves gets the left-footed kick away into the wind. It bounces in the end zone for a touchback, and we've just received word that the Pride of Broken Arrow has advanced to the semifinals at Grand Nationals. The Pride will perform at 11:30 Eastern Time tomorrow in Indianapolis, 10:30 Oklahoma time. That's at Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts. So the Pride will be one of 30 teams in the national semifinals, and then hopefully one of 12 in the finals Saturday evening.
Boy, their show is just amazing, though, of what they're doing. They got a little surprise that they're going to do in the finals.
The United States of America, the name of the show from the Pride, and there were 5,500 folks here at 9 o'clock on Monday night to watch the send-off show, and I wouldn't be surprised if there were 1,000 people from Broken Arrow in Indianapolis this weekend.
I know.
Daniel Highshaw takes the snap, give right side to Morris, and that just got blown up by Zach Marcaselli. No chance on the play. Loss of 5 on first down.
Zach Marcaselli coming in. Stop.
They're just not very creative on offense, and I tell you what, we're just so good at what we're doing right now. We're just seeing it. We're feeling it. We're tougher than them. You know, of the offensive plays that they have success with, they're not doing them right now.
2nd and 15 coming here for the Moore Lions. Highshot takes the snap, gives it right side to Jace Gardner, and Gavin Potter swallows that one up for a loss. Looks like Highshot tried to pull that ball back, but Gardner clamped down on it, and Moore's going the wrong way, Spav.
I know, because, well, I think they ran the wrong way on that play too, because they're running a counter play over here, and the back went the other way.
Brings up 3rd and 17.
So we got 3rd and 17. This is a team that can't throw the football, and we're not even honoring it.
Nine and a half to go in the game. Broken Arrow 49, Moore nothing. 3rd and 17 coming here for the Moore Lions. Play clock is at 0. And now a delay of game call, and 3rd and 17 wasn't enough. How about 3rd and 22?
Against the wind, too.
Third down, 22, clock running. Broken Arrow leading 49-0. 9 minutes and change here to go in the game. Highshot takes the snap. He's under pressure from Potter. Potter's almost got him for a safety. He gets destroyed, throws up a floater, and it falls incomplete. They were looking for Jace Gardner, and it's 4th and 1,000,000, and the Lions will have to punt.
Who was it that just crushed him?
Potter brought the first pressure, and then somebody else finished him off.
Boy, that was a hit, too.
Talk about getting the business.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Johnston is ready to punt for the Lions.
We're ready to block it, too.
Tigers bring heat on the right side. It's a low, very short punt into the wind. It doesn't even make it to the 30. The Lions are staring at it saying, huh. Finally down to the 29, so it's a 21-yard punt. And the Tigers will continue to pour it on with 1st and 10 from the Moore 29, leading 49-rip.
So here they are in the plus zone again. You know, we own the possession time, and we definitely own the field position advantage.
Wholesale changes for Broken Arrow. Jake Rains is your quarterback. He hands it off to Keon Barnett up the middle on 1st down inside the 25 to the 24. With a 49-0 lead and 8 minutes to go in the game, the Tigers are more than content to mix in some fresh bodies and save the starters to the semifinals.
Absolutely. That's what we need to do. Just make sure we get everything healed up, no injuries. Let these kids compete right now.
2nd and 6 from the 25. 8:20 to go here in the 4th. Rains takes the snap, gives to Keon Barnett. Barnett straight ahead. He's going to be brought down by the nose guard, Rocco Mays. Give him a yard to the 24. 6th game of the season for Jake Rains, the sophomore quarterback. He's 2 of 3 passing for 10 yards.
I'd love to see us do a field goal. We've only had one field goal in the red zone all year, and that was in the Union game, the very first game of the year.
Very first drive of the year.
Yeah, that's true.
Wouldn't be a bad spot to run one out here. The Tigers are with this strong north wind.
Mm-hmm.
3rd down 5 from the 24. Rains takes the snap, gives to Keon Barnett, but Barnett's got a 1st down. We're going to hold on the field goal.
Yeah.
First National Bank 1st down as Keon Barnett just rumbles ahead to the 16.
Great job. Great job. And you got to consider this is their starting defense out there. And we've got a lot of young bodies out there, and they're competing hard.
Really says something about Broken Arrow's season to have your 3rd-string quarterback playing in the quarterfinals, and it's his 6th game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Rains takes the snap. Toss play. Keon Barnett. Barnett right side between the hash and the sideline. Gets down inside the 10. They'll mark it right at the 10. 6-yard gain as this clock continues to run. We're inside 7 minutes now. 6:53 to go. Broken Arrow leading more, 49-0.
It shows you, too, when we have the quarterback has to come to the sideline for the play. It shows you where we are depth-wise.
Marion Horn is in, the freshman tailback. Jake Rains gets the toss, fumbles it there and tosses to Horn. It went off his hands, the pitch there, but the Tigers recover. Loss of a bunch there. Just that play looked a little discombobulated from the start.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how much, even if we did catch the ball, how effective it would have been as well on the toss sweep.
Did somebody get a step out of alignment there? It looked like either somebody had a first step the wrong way, and Rains took that snap, and just you could tell something was up. So that makes it 3rd and 13. Ball at the Moore 19. Broken Arrow leading 49-0. Play clock down to 6. 5:50 to go here in the game. Jake Rains takes the snap. He's got time, sets up to pass. Now Rains escapes the pocket to his left, fires, looking downfield, and he's got a touchdown. Touchdown, Broken Arrow.
We got a flag here.
Cole White hauls it in for the touchdown, but there is a flag.
I think they're going to call a receiver downfield.
Sometimes you get that ineligible downfield when
a great play
when the quarterback
too.
escapes the pocket. But man, Jake Rains.
God, that was a good pass, good throw, good catch.
So the jungle shot off the strobe lights and the fog or something. I hope we don't have to pay by the use on those because that doesn't count. 3rd and long. They'll back it up 5 yards to the 24. So now it'll be 3rd and 18.
But these young kids are really doing an outstanding job when you think about it. They're competing out there through the adversity of penalties and stuff.
Jake Rains out of the gun. Horn, the tailback, the freshman, to his right. Another pass. Rains with time, rolling to his left, still looking for something. Now he's pressured. Ball comes free. Tigers will fall on it. Rains should have just thrown that one away.
Yeah, well, we're out of field goal range now.
Are you? Look at this wind.
That's true. I was hoping we'd get a field goal in here.
The line of scrimmage is now the 36. So it would be a 53-yarder. It'd be a heck of a boot, but that wind is whipping. Tigers aren't going to mess around with that. Rains gets the play from Coach Alexander. Comes out to his huddle. 4:38 to go. 4th and 18. Coach Alexander calls a timeout. Somebody was lined up wrong. We sent a receiver flying across the formation. And
it's fun watching them, though, because, they want to do so well, and they are doing well. But then, when they line up wrong, they got to get over there and stuff. It's just really funny watching them. Because typically when you have the starters in there, what they're doing is they're jumping, shifting, trading, and things that are a little kind of different than most teams do. But they're changing the strength when they do that. And here, just getting them to line up is just really a pretty difficult task sometimes.
Timeout, Broken Arrow, 4:25 to go. Tigers leading 49-0. 4th and a whole bunch coming up here. Tiger football on 97.1 FM The Animal, brought to you in part by our One Club sponsors, TTCU Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Tulsa Bone and Joint, St. John Broken Arrow, the Arrow Group, and Matthews Ford. Thank you for your support of Tiger football and Broken Arrow Public Schools. 4th and 35. Let her rip, kid. Jake Rains back to pass. Has time, sets up, firing deep downfield.
Wide open, too.
Man was wide open, and he trips and falls, and it falls incomplete. I think they were looking for Lance Young.
Oh, my gosh. He was wide open, wasn't he?
Was that Lance Young or was that Hauk? Which 22 was that?
I'm not
Probably
sure.
Hauk. Hauk's the receiver. So turnover on downs. Moore gets it back, 1st and 10 from its own 36, but the Lions in all sorts of trouble, down 49-0. Highshaw still the Moore quarterback, of course. They've got the starters out there trying to keep the season alive. Hands off to his tailback, number 8, Joshua Green. Green gets across the 40 to the 43. Zeno Marcaselli made that tackle for Broken Arrow.
It doesn't seem, even though they had 7 yards on the play, we defended it very well. We put them in the right direction, but, they just cut our backside linebacker down, but other than that, we're fitting it well. We're doing some really good things out there.
Second down play, handoff right up the middle, and that one goes nowhere, just swallowed up.
Great job.
Garrett Hinesley on that tackle, just slamming the running back Green into the turf. It'll be 3rd and 4, 3:20 to go here in the game.
That was an outstanding play there.
Tigers now have not allowed a point in more than 183 minutes.
I know, isn't that unbelievable?
Play clock down to 4 on 3rd and 3. Now 2, now 1. Lions just get it off. Highshaw rolling to his left, running for his life. Makes a nice cutback there. He's got the first down across the 50. On this near side, he's finally forced out of bounds by a handful of Tigers, but I think that's the longest run of the game for the Moore quarterback, Highshaw. Tiger defense has just done an incredible job keeping him under wraps.
Oh, yeah. I mean, before that run, they had a total of 48 yards, total offense.
Coach Alexander and Coach Travis Hill talked about it before the game. Cover number 10, Buckheit, contain number 2. Buckheit, 0 catches. I don't even think they've thrown it to him.
They're not even throwing the ball. They're not doing they're doing very poor as far as getting the passing game started.
Highshaw takes the snap, hands off to Jace Gardner. Gardner cuts it back toward the middle, right in the middle of that big BA, but all that for maybe a yard.
But, you know, we don't see teams throwing the ball a lot on us, and I think the main reason is they don't want the game. They want to run time off the clock. But you got to be able to throw the ball to beat us, that's for sure.
Moore right now with 59 total yards. Best defensive performance of the year came in game number 2 against Mansfield when the Tigers held Mansfield to just 50 yards, but still very impressive showing here from the Broken Arrow defense.
I think Mansfield only had like 22 yards rushing during that game. Well,
14
14
yards rushing by
Okay.
Mansfield in that one.
But then here we have 448 yards tonight. You know, what was really amazing is just the possession time. You know, the possession time and field position. It was just incredible tonight.
1:12 left in the Moore season. Highshaw takes the shotgun snap, rolling left, under pressure, fires. If it was a bounce pass, it would have been great, but we're not playing basketball. They were looking for Buckheit. Maybe they heard me. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. 1:03 to go here in this one. Broken Arrow leading 49-0. The Tigers will play the winner of Norman and Owasso. That game going on right now in Owasso. The Rams leading 28-14. Still no official confirmation on the semifinal date, location, or time. If I were you, I would reserve next Saturday. Minute 3 to go. 4th and 8 for the Lions. Highshaw takes the snap. It kind of floated on him. He's back to pass, and he's going to be swallowed up and sacked. Kane Hadaway brings him down, and the Tiger defense holds, and Broken Arrow is a couple kneel downs away from the state semifinals.
Really like what way they're playing. I tell you, this is so much fun watching them, these younger kids.
Tiger offense will come onto the field with 53 seconds to go. This is victory formation all the way. Jake Raines will do the honors. He'll have to do it probably twice, depending on when Randy Jeffers blows this in here. Right knee hits the ground. 50 seconds and counting. One more will do it. Tigers advance to the state semifinals for the 2nd consecutive year. They'll take on the winner of Norman or Owasso. The shutout streak will continue. Tigers have not allowed a point now in 185 minutes and 52 seconds, and have not allowed a touchdown in almost 190 minutes as Raines takes one more knee, and that'll do it. Broken Arrow, a convincing win, 49-0 in the Class 6A1 quarterfinals.
And that was just total domination, too, as well. I mean, we controlled the game the whole time.
Again, we'd like to thank our One Club sponsors, First National Bank Broken Arrow.
We'll take a timeout, try and catch up with Coach Alexander after he addresses his team. Post-game show coming up next. Broken Arrow wins 49-0. This is Tiger football.
Next weekend, Tigers.
Welcome back to Broken Arrow, a convincing 49-0 win in the Class 6A1 quarterfinals for the Tigers over the Moore Lions. Coach Alexander just finished talking to his Tiger team. We'll try and hook up with him as soon as we can. Spav, what jumped out at you in the stats tonight other than pretty much everything?
Well, I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, our first down efficiency is incredible. We're over 7 yards a play, and our third down efficiencies, I mean, our conversion rate was over 80% on third down. It's just unbelievable. Then you talk about our possession time, our field position. There was a lot of things, all the lost yardage that they had. And then you look at the night that Noah had, unbelievable.
Let's go down to Coach Alexander. Coach, congratulations on a convincing win. What stood out to you in this one?
Oh gosh, tons of stuff. Right, the defense played fantastic, created turnovers, gave the offense short fields, and then after we got their defense figured out, Noah breaking off some big runs. Record-setting night for him. Really proud of that kid.
We thought he was going to get touchdown number 7 there, but had to call it back.
Yeah, on a face mask on a running back or something. I don't know what the call was.
It was face mask.
Yeah. So whatever. Yeah, 7 touchdowns would have been incredible, but that's okay. We got the win, so that's not the really important part. Just proud of the way the kids, how physical they played on both sides of the ball.
I just like the way, you adjusted to all their adjustments,
Yeah.
and you know how hard it is in the playoffs because, they're showing you different stuff.
Yeah.
And I just felt like you guys controlled it the whole way.
Well, thanks, Pat. I agree with you. They did some things. You got to give Coach Hill and their staff a little bit of credit, right? They tried something new, hoping it would give them a little bit of a chance to get a turnover or make a negative play in the backfield. But Coach Harper and the offensive line and Noah and Coach Wilkinson have done such a good job coaching these kids up, adjust on the fly and make big plays.
You talked about contain 2 and cover 10.
Yeah.
High shot 2 of 11 for 19 yards, 18 yards on the ground, and 10. Buckheit, no catches. They only threw it to him really once, and it bounced.
And, right, you put in a game plan, right? You try to take away what they do best. And Coach Hill and the defensive staff put a great game plan together, right? Kept 2 in the pocket. Didn't let him, took away his read, where he was going to pull the ball, let him make it hand it off. And then if they're going to hand it off to those guys, we're going to be okay as long as 2's not carrying it.
I just like the way our D line is playing. I mean, what I'm saying is a lot of times they just take on blocks and let linebackers make the play. But what I'm seeing is they're getting off the blocks and they're making the plays.
Well, man, Coach Whitaker and Coach Gates got those guys, right? All they preach is reset the line of scrimmage, right? While you're in your gap, then disengage and chase the football. They're it's a big physical group on the defensive line, they.
But you don't see that a lot where they make tackles. What you usually do is you see linebackers, making all the tackles, but they really have developed and done a great job on that.
Well, thanks, Pav. I'll let them know, man. I love those kids. They're all four of those guys that play on the defensive line, and the 5 that play the most. They've all got giant smiles on their face all the time.
When did you see the fatigue really start to set in for Moore? Because they have those skill guys going both ways, and it seemed like there was a point we could tell from up here where they just got worn down.
Yeah, that first touchdown run of Noah's in the second half, man, it really melted them. Not that I don't know if they had any inklings to be able to come back in the second half or not, but that first touchdown in the second half, all their daughters went down, and they were ready to get on the bus and go back to Moore.
Coach, thanks for the time. Enjoy the celebration. I know you've got work to do to get ready for the semifinals, so we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you. Got a lot of film to watch.
That's David
Great job,
Alexander,
Coach. Great job.
head coach of the now 11-0 Broken Arrow Tigers as BA moves on to the state semifinals. The Tigers will take on either Owasso or Norman. Owasso leading 28-14 at last report in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. Back with the post-game recap and the scoring summary after this. Tigers moving on to the state semifinals. This is Broken Arrow Football.